Hello and welcome back to It Lurks Below episode 25. So, I almost did not actually record today, because there's a certain movement going on right now. Maybe we should stop and address this just a little bit before we actually go down here. Okay. So, there's a certain movement going on right now, and I really don't want to steal attention away from that or anything. It almost seems a bit tone deaf to be posting anything at all at the moment, but I also think that it's a little bit, the world doesn't have to stop just because people are suffering all the time, okay? So I think you need to make something great out of it as well, or just in general have a bright side of life as well. But I will just mention it either way. With this whole thing going on in the United States at the moment, it's honestly quite disturbing to watch the videos that are coming up right now on my Twitter feed from all of the Americans that are living a nightmare at the moment with these protests and how it's all being handled, especially. Things are happening over there that really should not be happening. And I understand, okay? I fully support the black community. I fully support all of you. And I hope that it ends without too much bloodshed on either side. It feels really weird to be talking about this to begin with, to be honest. But it's just, I understand that I can't even fathom what it's like to live in fear of the police, for example. That must be so weird. Because, I'm not a fan of the police per se, a lot of the time. But that's for completely different reasons. It's not that I think they are horrible or anything like that, for the most part. But the thing is, when I've been arrested once in my life, and it wasn't anything serious, it was a teenage bit or whatever you want to call it. It was a dumb way of trying to make money, essentially. And when I was arrested for it, I didn't fear the police. And so many people across the world today, not just in the US, of course, but in the US especially, that's where the light is shining at the moment. I can't imagine what it's like to fear being stopped by the police. That must be really horrible. And as I said, I hope it all ends kind of well, at the very least. Although that's kind of already out the window, I guess. But anyway, let's get on with the episode. I think there's not much else to say about this, except that I support you, and yeah, I don't think I can say anything that will make anything better. So instead, we're gonna get back to playing this game. Yeah. Let's get back into it. Okay, so last time we figured out that these hearts that we're seeing here are ways of stripping the final boss of abilities, essentially. And this guy, the last guy that I faced of these Astaroth guys, was really tough. He one-hitted me with one of his abilities. So I kind of don't like coming in here where I'm currently about to drop down, because I do feel like I would be trapping myself a little bit. But what we're gonna do, either way, is to actually use some of these scrolls that we have stored up, so that we might have a higher chance of surviving here. Alright, let's try our hand at this. Okay, he also has an eye attack. Oh, I should not have done that. I jumped just as a reflex. And that obviously ended up pretty bad. Okay, so now we have some space to move. Whoops. We're not gonna get close to those. Okay, he's already dead, actually. Alright. So that did actually not remove an ability, as far as I could tell. It just made him weaker. We did drop some torches here, and the adamantine pickaxe. We really don't want to drop that. Okay, so let's... Let's do some grinding of enemies over here. See if we get something worthwhile to drop. I'm actually gonna stop picking up health potions at this point because I have so many of them. My armor, I don't know if you've noticed, but like the enemies in here are actually sort of under-leveled. I'm level 39. Most of the enemies in here are 35 or so. So I barely need to heal myself ever. And the result is that I have a lot of health potions, so... These enemies are kind of annoying. Okay. So what's this? It's a blue wand and a health potion. Okay. Now that we've taken down the boss on this level, we might want to just keep going further down. Or we might want to check out some of these rooms just to get like chests and whatnot to drop. Alright. The heals on my crits are actually insane. As long as there's a lot of enemies around, it's pretty much impossible for me to die unless they somehow burst me, which none of the enemies that we're currently fighting are capable of. No chest? Okay. I thought I earned one. I killed everything in here, didn't I? Maybe the people in the next room count as well. Should I actually identify this? I do have a blue crystal in this one, so... It could get better. Recharge reduction. And increased gold found. Not terribly interested in that one. Well, there's a room and stuff down beneath me. I don't know if, like, now that I'm done with my studies and I've found out, I feel like a Canadian all of a sudden. I don't know how that happened. Anyway, I found out that I passed the courses I was enrolled in. I almost feel stressed out over not having anything specific to do at the moment. I'm gonna have like a few months off, or maybe 2 months off, I'm not exactly sure. And having passed those courses enables me to keep studying further into game design and whatnot in the coming year. But as of now, with the corona and everything going on, I don't really feel too comfortable studying. I'm not the kind of person who has an easy time learning by myself. There pretty much needs to be videos of everything done, and that's not always the case, especially with the more complex stuff, I suppose. Although you can find pretty much anything on the internet, for sure. But, I don't know. I just like having a direct connection to my teacher, being able to ask him things and whatnot. We're gonna throw that away. We got a Chaos Rod, which is a lightning wand. Resistance, blah blah blah, hit points, cold damage. So with that in mind, I pretty much just decided not to study this fall. So I'm gonna try to like get a job for a year or so, and hopefully by the time this time comes around next year, the worst of the corona pandemic has passed, so I will be able to study at the school, so to speak, and not at the distance, because that really did not work out for me too well. So yeah, now I'm kind of stressing myself out, because it's a weird thing really, because I find that, oh my god, I'm so excited, I have like so many great games coming out over the next month or two, or at least things happening within games that I'm already playing that I feel excited about, and as such I feel like I need to play a lot, and no matter how much I play I just never catch up with what I actually want to achieve. So I just feel like you shouldn't feel stressed out about gaming. That's kind of my point here, and I am currently, so I'm probably gonna have to slow down somehow or change my perspective a little bit. I know this is like an odd problem, or maybe even a little bit of an irrelevant problem at the moment, but you know, I'm all about the irrelevant stuff. So yeah, I have way too many games. I think it's also like something to take away from all that. Maybe I should quit a few games. I did actually, I know that I mentioned it in a previous video, but I did actually pick up Dota again. So I've been playing with the international pass, just trying to make it through the Cavern Crawl, which is essentially a maze of goals that you can like try to achieve, like winning a game with every hero and whatnot. Although that is a little bit on the free side, because sometimes it's like you're supposed to win with the fat hero or whatever, and then you can just choose any hero that is fat, so you don't technically need to win with every hero. And sometimes winning with one hero unlocks two of the different branches. Okay, because they match two conditions. There's the weird one again, Ogre Fog. I'm just gonna go around in a circle here as usual, where there are rooms, because there's so many enemies here. There's chests, and actually I think we just hit the end of, as far as this goes. Yeah, there's no rooms further to our left, as far as I can tell. We should probably go back up to the surface, and extends the reach of melee attacks by 15%. That's pretty cool. Except I'm not a melee character, but you know, I could have been. I wonder if like I can craft these things and put them in a stash, or since I have made this this town account wide, maybe these maybe my bank actually extends to my other characters as well. Because in that case I could, for example, craft that ring of reach and then make like an ogre melee character or something to give the ring to. So where are my seeds at? They're right here. Probably need to eat any more either way. Okay. Oh, survival rank. I think that means that we're about to invest into scrolls further, because there was this one thing where scrolls lasted through death. And it's usually right after I've used a scroll that, or a couple of scrolls that I'm closest to death. So, feels like a natural thing to do. Let's actually do that immediately. There we go. Oh yeah, I forgot to activate my items after... I have 4 passives and 2 actives. Okay, should we save this Chaos Rod? I don't think so, to be honest. Like, it doesn't seem too great to me. The hit point bonus and cold damage, which I don't do any of whatsoever, as far as I know, so... Yeah, that feels useless pretty much for me. Okay, so we're gonna make some fried eggs. Put them in a stack. Stack them right up. I can eat that carrot, I suppose, to clear some inventory space. There's just so many scrolls, holy crap. Holy crap, crap. Runes. Seems to be that one, right? Yeah. Cool. We're gonna keep this scroll here because the extra armor is actually useful sometimes. Scroll of identification. We have an empty enchantment tome, which I don't think we can use for anything at the moment. We're fine on energy, but we're gonna sleep either way just to fill it up to the very maximum while we eat. And then get back down into it. Alright, I should have actually made some torches. Maybe I should put some torches up. I was trying not to waste torches now since I'm so low on them. I'm too lazy to go back up to the surface, okay? And make some torches. Okay. I think there's a room above this one as well, but I think I'm gonna ignore it actually. We're approaching level 40. Like, wow. I'm actually kind of... I definitely think that I'm going to be doing the Nightmare playthrough. Because... I don't know, I'm starting to feel excited about where this game possibly could go if I give it enough time. I've also been thinking about actually getting back into Terraria, or trying it out at the very least with the new update and stuff. Journey's End. I don't know if you've heard of it. You probably have, since you're watching a similar game. But they added this update, which they claim to be like their last update, I suppose. And that update seems to have changed the game quite a bit, and I enjoyed it decently. Oh my god, guys, we got a rare chest. Rare chest. It gave us an Omni Rune. I'm very, very unexcited about that. So many rooms filled with enemies. Well, you know what? Even if maybe I'm not getting like the most experience or whatever, but I do get a lot of gold from this. I actually don't know where we're at in gold. I should level up. Thank you. Level 40. Ding. Where's my GC in the chat? Is there a chat? No. Why would there be a chat? Come on, Tancred. It's not a multiplayer game. Although I hope it will be someday. Because I have been considering... I don't know, a friend of mine bought it. And he never really got into it. And he was hoping for there to be multiplayer eventually so that we could play together. Okay. So, intelligence or attack power? I'm feeling intelligence. Without really knowing, as usual, what attack power actually does. Obviously, my lightning isn't the best. I'm just like considering what item, ancient item, I would upgrade whenever I can afford to upgrade it once again. And obviously, my lightning isn't the best thing against bosses, but it allows me to farm way more efficiently, which leads to me being better versus bosses either way, because if I can farm things, then it's no problem at all to gain levels, to gain items. Last day of spring already? Really? Wow. It's like year 2, right? Actually, I can't see it. You can't see which year you're at. Okay. There's a very large room to the right of us. Not sure what that's gonna hold. Another boss. Another boss, ladies and gentlemen. And that's probably gonna be the last thing we do in this one. No, don't want those eyes anywhere near me. I don't want to be seen, okay? Okay. Dire Wand. Vitality grows weaker, okay. So now there are several hearts per layer, it seems. I'm not sure. I figure this is as good of a place as any to actually quit for this session. Now, where are we at in gold? We're actually at 82,000. How much does an upgrade cost? This one actually costs 5,000. It gives a stat boost as well, so... Okay. Just wondering, like, can I see that here? Yeah. Okay. Okay. We have the minus resistances thing, which I think amplifies all of our spells essentially, and of course I could upgrade it for 50,000 already. This costs 100,000, and we're not too far away from it, so I feel like it would be sad to not go for this one. Just to farm easier. I could upgrade this one again as well. Alright, so we're actually gonna leave it there, and thank you very much for watching this episode. I don't know if I helped you get away from all the misery at the moment. Probably not very well. But thank you for watching either way, and I hope you're well wherever you are. And if anything, with all of these current events going on, all of this sadness in the world at the moment, remember to appreciate life. That's all I really want to say. So I hope to see you in the next episode, where we will keep exploring the Badlands and hopefully find some more of these bosses, or even perhaps the last boss. Alright, thanks so much. Bye bye.